Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively England, Euros, football,
England.
all
England.
England,
England it is.
all of it.
Not Arsenal. Who's that? No, I can't do it. We might do a little Arsenal talk. There's a tiny bit of transfer news, but again, like last week, what we'll do is we'll kind of start with some England.
Yes.
And end with the Arsenal. So again, if you're here for positively Arsenal, wait till the end. If you're here for positively England, we're going to get straight into it.
We're starting strong because we started the Euros strong.
We have tried. Well, this is the question.
Well,
this is the big question.
Well,
across all of media right now.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, this is it. We're going to deconstruct England. What's next? A little bit of the Euros generally. Who's been impressive? Who has been kind of a disappointment? But to start with, I just want to say that this is Gunners Rust Podcast. We are on TikTok, Gunners Rust Podcast. We're on iTunes, Spotify. We even have a little YouTube channel. There's not much going on there. We just put the trailers up there, but you can see them also on TikTok.
They're good though, the trailers.
Hey, and they're only for a seasonal thing. So we haven't done one since the last day of the season. They will be back on the first day of the season.
Whoa.
So
not long now.
No, not long now. Which is a very weird thing.
Not much downtime for any of us, really.
No, exactly.
Love it.
But we are recording this. I was going to say al dente. But that's not the right word. El Frasco again.
I think we faced that tag team you just mentioned.
Yeah. Because Joe's ribs are still bad. So we currently have two dogs, an on-the-go setup, and Joe in bed.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting situation we're in. If you could see it, it's a very interesting situation.
We've got a lovely view, though.
Got a lovely view. So the Euros have started. They started Friday?
Yep.
So last week's episode was kind of previewing the start. We've seen, as of today, every single team play.
Yes.
Every team has played. We're back around as of today, this recording.
We go again.
This podcast should be up before the first game today. So if you're getting kind of ramped up for game week 2 and your fantasy teams or anything like that needs
I'm doing well.
I haven't rechecked mine, but I can make changes now. So
I think I've been top most of the week, neck and neck with our friend Alex, and I think Alex picked me right at the end of the game week there.
The app I can't figure out because
It's confusing.
Yeah, I find it really hard.
It's not the same as a Premier League one.
No, and even where Alex was, I was like, oh, it's Alex's top, but it said 3 next to him.
Yeah.
So there's actually 2 other people, I think. It's just I can't see him because I'm so low down the group.
There is a way to view the whole league.
Okay.
But I've been like a placeholder top on mine the whole week.
Okay.
But I think it was when they update the points, they don't fully update the league until games are finished or a game day's finished.
So we'll be able to get good eyes on it today.
I'm neck and neck with Alex, though. I know that for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I just need to change mine because there's a couple of players. For example, I played Kanate. And if you know anything, Kemo.
I used to know how to pronounce the name because I used to buy him a lot on FIFA.
I think it's not as hard as I'm making it sound.
Umpamensano.
Yeah. Well,
Umpamensano.
that sounds right, but the guy on the commentary was making it sound so much more simple than that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's simple. And I kept saying it out loud while I was watching the French game, but I've forgotten it already. Sabozla I had to get used to for a while there. So.
Yeah.
But he played with Saliba at centre-back, so Kanate just didn't play.
Yeah.
I don't know how subs work, like as in do people come in for people that didn't play? I don't know how that thing works.
Not sure yet.
If it does, then Kivio's coming in with 5 points, so I'm happy with that.
I tell you what, my bench got about 18 points because I had a strong squad I picked. So I think De Ligt got me 0 points on the field. Gvardiol got me 1. And on the bench I had Gahey with like 8.
Yeah.
And Cucurella with like 6. So that's annoying.
That's very annoying. That's a lot. I feel like you got a lot of players on that bench.
I've got a good squad.
Yeah, it sounds it. No, I'll have a good check of that after this. But I think going into the tournament, I think the general consensus was Scotland and Georgia were probably the worst teams in the whole competition. And I don't know about Georgia.
Georgia seemed right.
I think Scotland were very bad.
They didn't show up.
Opening night in Munich against Germany, I was not impressed with them. I mean, they got a red card, they gave away a penalty, they gave away chances. They never really... I don't think they had a shot.
No, I think there was a bet responsibly, that at half-time for them to get 0 shots.
Yeah, not even on target, just shots.
Just shots. And I think I put the bet on and cashed out, but their goal went down as a shot.
Even though the guy was going completely wide.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a shot.
No.
I'm fairly sure it was just back across goal.
Yeah. So if I'd stuck with the bet, I would have been very annoyed if that had gone down as a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't impressed with them at all. I don't think they're a great side generally.
No.
They've got not many. They haven't got many options. I mean, Che Adams being their main centre forward
Yeah.
is not your ideal situation.
I feel like, though, it was a mismatch. Because I feel like they were put against the hosts,
The hosts, who are potential favourites.
who are very strong. So I feel like the next couple games for Scotland, I don't think we'll see the same performance.
Well, today they have Switzerland.
Well, that's not easy either.
That's the problem.
That's definitely a problem.
This is the problem, is they have Switzerland next.
Yeah, that's not good.
I can't remember. I think it's Hungary against Germany.
Okay. So they got Hungary in there as well, have they?
Yeah, so they play Switzerland and they play Hungary.
No ideal.
It's talking to Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Talking to Granit Xhaka, they're going through the gambit of quality players here.
I don't think they're going to get a win.
No, and well, they haven't. I think they haven't won. They haven't won a tournament game since 1996,
Woo!
which was Euros '96.
Yeah, I remember they were quite good in that.
Yeah, and we beat them.
Yeah, we did. Gaza goal.
Yeah, the dentist chair and all that.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, and I think the last person to score a winning goal was Ali McCoist.
Wow.
Who is an elder commentator now.
I enjoy him.
Yeah,
I enjoy him.
do. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of what he says, but I just like having him on there for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't impressed with them. I was quite impressed with Germany. I thought Havertz was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the little kind of comment on that is Arsenal don't have the most amount of players at the Euros,
No.
by any means. But going through this week, every outfield player that was taken started for their team.
Yeah.
Which
You're
is,
welcome, Germany.
Yeah, it's rare that is an actual case. Like, obviously, usually you get a 7 or 8 go, and 4 of them start, 4 of them don't even play,
Yeah.
The only person that hasn't played is Ramsdale, who obviously he's the goalie.
Yeah.
But as far as outfield, Saliba started, Saka started, Havertz started, Kiwior started,
Rice.
Rice started. It's unbelievable that, Zinchenko started.
Yeah.
How condensed the quality of our squad actually is now.
Yeah.
It kind of shows on the international scale. But yeah, I don't know, I've been impressed with that. There's none of the Arsenal players have necessarily I've watched and thought that they haven't been good.
Yeah.
As far as this being an Arsenal podcast, if we're kind of like looking at our players, I'd say Zinchenko was the most disappointing because Ukraine had that horrible 3-0 loss to Romania.
Yeah.
And I listened to this one on Arscast, sorry.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take credit for this comment, but my God, you could watch that game because Zinchenko usually plays midfield.
Yeah.
For Ukraine. He didn't. He played left back.
Mm.
The left side of that team was Mudryk and Zinchenko. That could have been Arsenal.
That was very close.
And my God, did it have no sense to anything it did. It was bizarre. And Zinchenko was at fault for the 3rd goal. He was caught upfield constantly, obviously, as we know. And again, the style of play he plays, it only really works in a squad that have athletic people like Rice.
Yeah.
People that could get back.
Did Mudryk get back?
Nah, he tried, but not really. It was just one of those, I think, you can see his head is beyond, and this is almost to put Zinchenko over,
Yeah.
his head is beyond what Ukraine players can do.
Yeah.
And that's why he looked good at City, but defensively a little bit odd.
Yeah.
He looked good at Arsenal, but we also worry about him defensively. I'm not so worried. I like Zinchenko. I think he's a good player. When you look at Trent, Zinchenko doesn't have the passing range of Trent, but every ball is through the lines.
His football brain is large.
It's very
Big
good.
brain.
And I wonder if he's a player that, Arsenal are currently looking at. Apparently our main objective now is a 6 or an 8, but mainly a 6.
Okay.
Because everyone kind of assumed it was an 8 because Rice is our 6. But apparently they very much like Rice in the 8 role, the box to box, getting shots away, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think he's got too much in his locker to just sit back.
Yeah, so they're looking at a 6 more, but I was just thinking, just to pad out that midfield, what if Zinchenko was more of an option for midfield?
Yeah.
Basically what Jorginho's doing.
Yeah. Just play there.
Yeah, because if you lose Partey and you lose Onana, which we have, Partey looks like he could be going for big money to Saudi, which is a benefit.
Yeah.
And thank God we're finally doing something like that.
Yeah.
But could he not pack out that midfield so, your options at 6 and 8, because he could play either. because of his passing range. Because I think his 8 would be delivered very similar to how Xhaka ran there.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not as athletic as Xhaka.
Yeah.
Xhaka is box-to-box fitness, but I mean, he's not the quickest. Zinchenko's not the quickest. Their passing range is about the same.
Yeah.
Their brain is about the same. I just wonder if we could implement him there without having to get rid of him.
Yeah.
And again, if you are really caught short at left back, he can play there.
Yeah, he's a handy player.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think there might be options, but he's probably the worst of the bunch. I thought Saliba was really good. Saka was probably our brightest spell until he went off, and I guess he went off because he's not fully fit.
Yeah. I appreciate them giving him a little bit of rest. Like,
yeah, they know he's not fit, and I don't know if he'll start the next game, to be honest. But when he went off, I know a lot of people had an issue. So if we jump from Scotland to England, I don't want to jump all the way to when he went off, but when he went off, there's a Goldbridge clip that's already gone up where he just can't believe that he's taken off Saka for Jarrod Bowen.
Yeah. But
I don't think he's necessarily bothered that Saka went off, even though we could all probably agree that him and Bellingham were the best players on the day, if not Rice. We know he's not fit. And his issue was, why bring Jarrod Bowen on for Saka? Because you could play a lot of people there, but you can't, because Jarrod Bowen's the only right-sided midfielder we have.
Yeah.
Eze's left, Foden is left or centre, Gordon's left, Palmer's left or centre.
It's heavy left-sided.
It's heavy left. The only rights are Saka and Bowen.
Yeah.
So he was just going like for like, keep the width, because if he brought in a Palmer, you'd have Foden and Palmer that are kind of getting drawn in fully.
Yeah.
And there's absolutely no width.
I like what Bowen offers late on in the game as well.
Yeah, and he instantly nearly caused the second goal.
Yeah.
Like, within 2 minutes of him coming on, he crossed it to the back post and Kane hit the bar.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily have an issue with that. I don't have an issue in taking off Saka because I think he's just not fit. I don't think he would have taken him off. It wasn't based on performance.
Yeah.
Because we all know that Saka had them completely destroyed
in
that first half. But there was players like Foden who seemed to stay on that field for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And I know Joe hasn't seen the game fully.
No.
But
I've heard about it.
Basically, the first 20 minutes was just smooth, silky football. We didn't necessarily create much. It was very Man City-like.
Yeah.
Where we just had the ball. It was demoralising for the other team. And then one slide pass down the side, Saka's in behind. Saka crosses it, deflects up, and Bellingham, very Lampard-esque, runs into the box, and really brave header as well. Like, I mean, when you see it, it's...
After what Mbappe did, it's very brave to stick your head in there now.
But I mean, it's worse than the Mbappe one, like how he gets to it, but he just gets no hit, obviously. But a really good header. And then I didn't mind the first half generally, because after that, I think we just kept the ball, and I thought, this is so City-esque. It's kind of dull.
Yeah.
But we have the ball. There's no threat from the other side. And we're just waiting for our moments to go. But then the second half came and you thought, okay, because the last couple of minutes of the first half, you thought, we're going to get deep here and this can't end well.
Yeah.
And it continued and it never stopped then.
Yeah.
And other than Rice, who was just doing 6 men's jobs, it felt like, he was cleaning up everything.
Yeah.
They didn't really create anything of actual note, but we were definitely struggling to get the ball up the field. And this is where it comes down to, is a lot of people wanted Kane to come off. And we were just talking about this before the podcast. Kane in that last 20 minutes was so vital to England because he was getting to the ball first and just winning fouls. And that's kind of what he does.
Yeah, slow the game down when you need to.
And he got the team up the field, and it takes 2 minutes to recycle.
Yeah.
It alleviates that little bit of pressure that was kind of starting to appear.
Yeah.
Because I think they had a sighter from range that Pickford just saved well. But, I mean, generally as a game, this is kind of an indictment on Southgate, but it was a Southgate game, which if you go back to Italy in the final of the Euros, we scored early, we looked unreal. By half-time, you thought, wow, we're good. Then what happened? Deeper, concede a goal, deeper, hanging on, get to penalties. And he was playing for penalties from 80 minutes. Yeah. Not even extra time. And this was kind of like that. There was no thought in his head, I don't think, of let's get everyone up the field. We're better than them. Let's score another goal. Yeah. It was only Jarrod Bowen's his little moment that could have created a big goal. Yeah. And if it had gone to 2-0, I think they would have then pushed up and we probably would have scored on the counter and everyone would be going, oh my God, 3-0.
Yeah.
But the performance was worrying in that middle bit is why do they get so deep? And Arsenal had this, and I think it's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Is they're told they're not winners or something. Like,
Yeah.
And Bellingham, you could see, is just not, he doesn't buy into it.
Yeah, because Real Madrid don't play that way.
Yeah, you could see it, but the thing I'd say is him and Trent looked absolutely knackered by about 70 minutes.
Yeah.
And Conor Gallagher came on. I know he's not everyone's favourite, but he instantly brought some energy into that midfield.
Yeah.
He was closing stuff down, he was winning fouls, he was giving away fouls, but at least
He's
he was doing...
busy player.
Yeah, he was just being busy. And that's what we needed in that moment. So he came in there and kind of secured it with Rice. And then Mainu came on, who did very similar.
Mm.
I don't think I'm sure on the whole Trent experiment.
Oh, yeah.
I get it. You know, there's two lines of thinking. Get all your best players in the team.
Yeah.
And then there's don't shoehorn players in just because they're really good. For example, Foden.
Yeah.
Because the way in which we played was actually not how I expected it. I preferred the setup to what I thought we were going to get, which was when we were defending, it was a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
When we were attacking, it was 3 across the back.
Yeah.
Basically, Trippier was a left wing forward.
Yeah.
He had gone completely up and up. He was in the place of where Foden would be.
Okay.
So it was across the front. It looked like Trippier, Kane, and Saka.
Okay.
Then they had 3 10s behind it. So basically, it was Foden, Bellingham in the middle, and then Trent.
Okay.
That was your 3 almost. They were always playing like central 10s.
That's quite threatening.
And then those 3 wide players ahead of them. Then Rice was at the base of all of this, having to clean up 6 players essentially.
Yeah.
Then there was the 3 centre backs. So it was like a 3-1-3-3, if that even makes sense.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't mind that because it was kind of a way of getting Trent and Foden in positions where they're better and also not in a dangerous position.
Yeah.
But I don't think having an elder Trippier be the guy who has to also cover left back and be a left forward.
Yeah.
Because he's not the best forward. You know, if you're going to do something like that, you might as well play Trent and invert him.
Yeah.
And then send a centre mid out wide or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Someone who's more potent out wide. But Foden just couldn't get into it. And there was a really good bit after the game with English pundits and Fabregas.
Mm.
And it kind of, as much as the reffing has showed how bad the PGMOL is, MOL is, the punditry was showing up a little bit here. They were talking about how Foden disappeared, and Richards was saying how sad it is. He was like, it's sad that we can't get him into the game. And Fabregas, having won World Cup and Euros and Champions Leagues and being one of the best players ever, he was like, I understand that, like he's world class, but he has to get himself in the game.
Yeah.
And they're like, they've got to find ways to get him. He's like, well, no. He said, do you think we have to find ways to get Iniesta into a game?
Yeah.
Xavi. He said, or Bellingham.
Yeah.
He said, Bellingham is playing number 10. And Richard was like, yeah, but that's the problem with Foden playing out wide. And he was like, he wasn't playing out wide. He was one of 3 10s, central. And how much can you think about what Trent did in that game and how much you can think Bellingham did in that game? Now name something Foden did.
Yeah.
And he was exactly right. Like, he isn't implementing himself into the game. He was like, big players force themselves into games.
Yeah.
And
kind of showing how one-dimensional he kind of might be.
yeah, and he's, like some people joke, he's a system quarterback. He's a system person.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, for City, he doesn't necessarily play as a number 10 either.
No.
So he can be in a game, but he just... And some people are saying, oh yeah, but City he has Haaland and De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva around him. But here he has Kane, Saka, Bellingham, Rice around him.
Yeah.
It's just as good.
Yeah.
It's not... There's no excuse. It's like not a level down. It's not what I'm saying about with Zinchenko.
Yeah.
And I think it's that. I think you have to accept that player doesn't fit in that team. Doesn't mean he shouldn't play.
Yeah.
But play him in Bellingham's role.
Yep.
But if Bellingham's playing the way he is, tough luck.
Yeah.
Play Gordon or someone out left, someone who's actually left forward, or a Palmer, and he give. For example, this next game, play the exact same team, but play Palmer out left.
Yeah.
And do the thing with the 3 10s again.
Yeah.
And therefore, Palmer will be that left-sided of the 3 10s. If Palmer's invisible in the game, it's obviously a system issue.
Yeah.
If Palmer's really in the game, it's a Foden issue.
Yeah.
And now, because they're very similar players, they're kind of left-sided 10s.
Yeah.
Or 8s or wingers, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, but they're very similar. And I'd like to see them, because then you could be like, oh, that's a Foden issue. Or you can say, oh, that left side, we just don't go down it enough or something.
Yeah, it's a process of elimination.
And if he's not in it as well, it's probably a system issue.
Yeah.
Which means go play a left winger
Yeah.
like Gordon and keep the width.
There's a chance that could be the real issue is, like you said, Trippier playing out there.
Yeah. I don't know if the knock-on is Trent.
Yeah.
Forcing Trent into a midfield disrupts the whole thing.
I think that England always kind of do that, though. They pick certain names over, like, what works.
Yeah.
Like we were saying about, like, partnerships and, like, sections of the field now are more important than individual names.
Yeah.
Like partnerships, like you said, if Ben White was playing for England, you got Ben White and Saka doing their thing that they do for Arsenal down the right-hand side. Like I said about Tarkowski and Branthwaite should have been the pairing in front of Pickford just because the partnership works.
Yeah.
So they're going to carry that on to England. But yeah, it does need to be the perfect combination and don't just shoehorn players in for the sake of it. I mean, it's hard because if I was England manager and I was looking at the players I got to choose from...
Yeah, you want them all in there.
It's hard not to put like Foden and all these guys in there, but yeah, try something. You might as well in the group stages at least.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's usually the opposite. We're trying to... I don't know. He's trying to get really good players on the field.
Yeah.
And that's not a Southgate thing.
No.
He'd rather play 5 at the back.
Yeah.
And instead he's putting almost... I guess technically he's putting a defender in midfield, so he is playing 5 at the back, but he's not because that guy's not a defensive-minded player. As far as bright spells of the whole game, I thought Mark Gahey was unbelievable. He showed up Stones. I think Stones got caught flat-footed on a couple attacks from Serbia, but Gahey looked really comfortable.
Yeah.
Walker and Trippier were fine.
Yep.
Pickford was good. Rice was really good. I tell you what's interesting is Gary Neville said that the issue of that game was Rice.
Oh, really?
He was like, he's not as good as Busquets or Rodri. There was no balance to the team because he can't do that job. And I think anyone that watched that game thought Rice did a really good job at doing that job on his own.
It makes you wonder with the commentators and the pundits sometimes. They say some things where I'm thinking, do they really know what they're saying now?
I don't know. No, I don't think they do a lot of the time. You've got to remember, these pundits, a lot of them are just football players who now watch a lot of football.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially that Ferguson group.
Yeah.
They're not the smartest bunch.
And they're from a different era. Like the style and tactics that are being played now are very different to what they were.
That's
doing.
what I mean. They're not the smartest bunch to current football.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable football players. They're unbelievable football legacy. But when you look at, Ferguson's group that went on to management, they all failed.
Yeah.
They aren't good managers. I don't think they understand the modern game as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are also talking about the modern game. Like Ferdinand trying to explain stuff that is, like for example, having Fabregas in it was so good.
Yeah.
Because current manager who played under Pep, he's played under Wenger.
Yeah.
He's played under Mourinho. He's played
until quite recently as well.
Yeah. Considered a very intelligent player.
Yeah.
Understands how Busquets and got into a team with Busquets, Xavi and Iniesta.
Yeah.
This is a scary player. And he instantly kind of threw away a lot of the comments about certain players that we're having all year. And I mean, a lot of them are having these opinions. What you need is the opinion. Like, for example, Thomas Frank was on there the other day. He was really good. Kind of explaining roles of certain teams and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's kind of passed them by and they kind of have a big platform.
Yeah.
And again, I love a lot of them. Alan Coyce doesn't understand what's going on.
But he's fun.
I don't think Neville, I don't think Keane, these guys have much say or understanding. But I still enjoy listening to it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why they got the jobs, because they're fun, they're ridiculous.
They're good personalities.
But they don't know what they're talking about as far as trying to solve the issues.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of top-level managers currently don't really know how to solve it, a lot of them. Right. So.
And it's like the England game generally was one of those that afterwards, it's easy to say, something wasn't right.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
And people get they've had guesses. Oh, it's Rice, it's Trent, it's Foden. I would listen to Fabregas, and Fabregas had an issue with Foden, and so therefore my thought is it might be a Foden issue.
Yeah,
because he was saying Foden's world class. There's no reason this shouldn't what they're doing currently should work really well. He needs to implement himself on the game. Go get the ball.
Yeah.
Go demand the ball. Go do this. Go take on a player. Do this. And he said that's not a management thing. He said that's a player thing because that player's got to make that decision. I'm going to change this game.
Yeah.
And he said, because the manager can't go change the game. He said, that's like old. Do you know what I mean? That's old hat. Like, I used to get told that. God, we're losing 3 and score. Just score 3. Change the game.
Well, so sometimes, though,
But sometimes you just need that motivation. But that's
Yeah.
at a lower level.
Yeah, but I mean, it does. I can understand, like, in gameplay, how mentally you get caught in a certain trap, and all it takes is for one player to basically point out the obvious.
Yeah.
Or one manager, anyone, the captain can do it. Like, just point out the obvious and say, "Go do something."
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you think, "Well, yeah, maybe I should."
Yeah. And again, having said all this, we are positively England.
Yeah.
I felt fine about the game, and it's a few-fold. The media have pulled it apart and said, it's just not good enough. Typical England. All this. Typical England is losing that game.
Yeah.
Just so we all are aware, we weren't in danger of losing that game.
No.
As much as we got deeper, and people would say, "Yeah, but it was just Serbia. What if you did that against another team?" You can only beat the team.
Yeah, in front of you.
Yeah, this is
Game by game.
It's game by game, and also it's tournament football.
Yeah, it's weird football.
Tournament football. Ukraine lost their first 2 games at the last Euros and got to the quarterfinals.
Yep.
Italy lost their first game and won
All
the
of it.
Euros. It takes you time to get into a tournament because everyone's expecting, England should have won 4-0 against Serbia. Do you know how hard it is to get into the Euros?
Yeah.
And like I said, Scotland and Georgia. Sorry, I paused that there. We had a little dog situation. We're just keeping them apart. Scotland and Georgia aren't great.
No, but even Georgia looked decent.
Yeah, and again, Scotland might look different against another team.
Yeah.
Again, they have done really well to get there.
Yeah.
And when you look at teams like Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia,
Yeah.
Albania, everyone's looking at them going, they're not very good teams.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're not notoriously the Netherlands
Yeah.
or Spain. Yeah, of course. But I mean, they've also gone and either won or came second in their group over a period of 2 years against top teams.
Yeah.
Or they've won a playoff against a top team.
Yeah.
So, again, for example, we all go, Ukraine, because they have a couple players that have played in high level. We go, Ukraine are a really tough team, really good team. Yeah, but Slovenia are a really good team. Slovakia are a really good team.
And a lot of these teams do have at least one player sometimes now that is playing at a top level somewhere.
Exactly, and they're coached correctly, and they go and get world-class coaches to come in and take these teams on. So Serbia, and also, by the way, I think Serbia are going to be one of the more stubborn teams of the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Every touch England took, it was a push in the back, it was a kick. Their ethos is essentially, if an England player touches the ball, we're either fouling them or we're tackling them.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really kind of simple, but most usually, not every single touch do you decide you're going to foul or tackle. It's usually you just let people have the ball sometimes.
Yeah.
They were not allowing it, but the ref, I think, got to a point where he thought, I can't just give all of these as fouls.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have
it just
to...
becomes the game.
Yeah, so therefore the ref starts doing this kind of, you just have to kind of accept, we can't control the ball without them basically on their backs.
Yeah.
So they were very awkward, and all these teams are really, really world class.
Yeah.
And 3-0s and 4-0s don't necessarily exist in tournament football against those types of teams because they don't allow it.
No.
And I know we've seen Croatia lose 3-0.
Yep.
We've seen Ukraine lose 3-0.
France struggled.
France struggled.
Belgium lost.
Yeah, and Germany won, I think it was 5-1.
Yeah, that was the most prolific out of all of them.
Yeah, and that does happen.
Even Portugal, as of last night against the Czech Republic, struggled.
They did, yeah, but I mean, these 4-5-0s don't really exist in tournament football because unless the team collapses. So therefore, when you go against Serbia, the people that were expecting, a comfortable 4-0, this isn't friendly. This isn't a warm-up game. This isn't even not a playoff game, like a Euros qualifier, where you're at Wembley and half their team isn't available.
Yeah.
This is Serbia or Denmark or Slovakia or Slovenia or Albania. This is at their full strength.
Yep.
With their only idea is they're there to win the tournament.
Yes.
This isn't them going to go, all we need is a point to get to the next stage of the qualifying. This is them going all out.
Yeah.
Perfect example, Georgia were 2-1 down against Turkey, sent their goalkeeper up in game week 1 to try and win it, and Turkey scored basically because there was no goalie in the goal.
Yeah.
That's how all out teams are going.
Yeah.
So to beat an all out team, like the way I described it was, imagine an FA Cup, but you got to get from the early stages right through to the final.
Yeah.
But you're only playing Premier League teams.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, some days you're going to play Southampton. And it's going to be a little easier. But guess what? Southampton beat Arsenal. Southampton beat Man City sometimes. That's the easiest game.
Yeah, you got to leave it all out there.
Yeah, you're not playing Wrexham. You're not playing Grimsby or anything. You're playing the worst case scenario, Leicester, former champions.
Yeah.
And then you also in your group you have the likes of Tottenham.
Yeah.
And Liverpool's even sometimes in certain groups. And then when you get to the knockouts, you're playing Crystal Palace, but you're also playing Man City, you're playing Chelsea. You're not, if we did that in the Premier League, we wouldn't expect to beat any of those teams 5-0.
No.
It might happen here and there where you beat a Southampton 5-0 on a good day.
Yeah.
You also might lose 2-1 on a good day.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of it's media pressure, though, on England. I feel like if they don't go through the tournament without...
smashing their team.
Or even just...
I think it's the football. I think because the football was really good for a half.
Yeah.
If the whole game was just controlled...
Yeah.
I still think if it's 1-0, they go, they've got to put away games like that.
Do you know what? It's hard, though, because you can take like what happens in the game and be like, yeah, it doesn't look like anything's happening, so I'm worried. But then you watch teams like France and Portugal play their games.
Yeah, nothing happens.
And I want to know from their fans' standpoint or their media's standpoint what they're saying. Like after the Portugal game, for example, last night, Portugal struggled to create in the whole game. Like, they had a couple chances here and there, but they were really they were just lofting it in at one point. I'd like to know what their media is saying after that game. Are they still confident, or are they saying, I'm worried because of the way that looked?
Well, other than Spain, of the teams that could potentially win it, other than Spain and Germany, no one's got to be confident.
Yeah.
But again, guess what? It won't necessarily be Spain and Germany that win the tournament.
No.
So it's one of these teams, like France or England,
Yeah.
or, even Belgium, who lost their first game.
Yeah.
They're going to probably end up winning it.
Yeah.
So the first ones, it's all about just getting the points on the board, especially the way the Euros works. It's really hard to get in, but it's very easy to get to the knockouts.
Yeah.
Because it's 4 of the 6 groups, third place is going through. So England winning that, and the other game drawing it, it's kind of making it easier for us to now come third.
Yeah.
So even if we lose the next 2 games, chances are we might creep through on that third place.
Yeah.
So it's not that important, but you also need to find rhythm in a tournament. I think you have to, you don't want to peak too soon.
No.
But
because you might only have a limited amount of games, really, over the whole thing.
You might peak over 2 games. If the next 2 games we win 4-0, 4-0, that might have been the peak.
Yeah.
You almost want to, find our rhythm, knockouts, or we've found our rhythm. Then whoever gets put in front of you, you just put away because you've got into that kind of mode.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as far as I thought Spain looked really good. The thing we'll forget about the Spain game is, they beat Croatia, who are one of the top 6-7 favourites.
Yeah.
Croatia also nearly scored about 6 goals.
Yeah.
So
open.
As much as it looks great on paper, the Spain smashed them. There's a lot that was left there that you think Spain did also allow them in constantly.
Yeah.
And again, they were against the top team, and you can't sniff a 3-0 against Croatia. I'd take a 3-0. We usually go out to Croatia.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And we're going to get to see Croatia today. Spain tomorrow after England against Italy.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's going to... I don't know. I think it's going to find its way.
Yep.
And I think you might see Croatia win quite handily today.
Yeah.
And people might forget about that Spain game. And again, Spain might struggle with Italy. Italy again went 1-0 down, came back into it. Very similar to Portugal, England, France. Italy kind of just not scraped to win, but scoreline wise
got the job
very
done.
tight.
Yeah.
But the Spain one, the France one, that goal came from what should have been a corner to the other team.
Yeah.
Austria, who are very good, like probably most informed team going into the competition, got in on goal, nearly scored. The goalie saves it, and he gives a goal kick. They go up the other end, and they score an own goal.
Wow.
So if he gives the correct decision there, France never created anything after that.
I think same thing happened in the Portugal game, though, because that winner came after a Czech player got fouled on the left wing, but the ref didn't give it. He was clearly blocked.
And also, it was a goalie mistake and a defender mistake.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a free kick to Czech Republic up the other end that a few seconds later turns into a Portugal goal. So
yeah, that's what I mean. It's very fine margins, and Belgium had the complete opposite. They had Snicko out. They had the first time we've seen Snicko, I think, properly disallow a goal for a handball. They got Snicko out because there's sensors in the ball now.
Yeah.
They had 2 goals disallowed Belgium. In the first 5 minutes, looked like they were going to score 10.
Yeah.
But they lost 1-0. So it shows you, no team in that competition, like I said, other than Georgia and Scotland, are very beatable. And again, Georgia gave a better account of themselves than a lot of teams.
Yeah.
And Turkey are decent. So that's kind of our kind of rundown of the first, what would I say?
Game week.
And where we sit. I think, for me, I was most impressed with Germany. Then probably Spain. And then probably Romania.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as far as favourites, I still think England are good.
Yeah.
I have no issue with the 1-0.
No, it's too early.
But again, you just almost want to play again just to kind of see,
Yeah.
is it a rhythm or is it a problem,
You almost want to be in the knockout stages now, having won 3 games in the groups,
Yeah.
just to kind of feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I will say, I do like the speed at which VAR works now, though.
So this is a big talking point so far, is the speed VAR works with the
Sensors.
what we're going to have next year in the Premier League.
Oh, thank God.
And it's 100% correct.
Yeah.
Maybe not 100, 99.9%, I don't know.
No human error.
It's not human error, it's completely down to computers. This avoids the whole, I'm drawing a line from space to come down here. I've turned the camera, now he's onside. I've turned the camera, now he's offside. All that nonsense is gone.
Yeah.
But the speed in which they tell them is so good.
Yeah.
And not just that, decision-wise, and this is away from offsides, and they've done the whole only people to talk to the ref are the captains.
Yeah.
Implement that immediately. It stops all that surrounding, all that nonsense. The decisions have been good.
Yeah.
The only there's been one bad game, ref-wise. Spain versus Croatia.
Yeah.
It was an English ref.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this. Michael Oliver, wasn't it?
Yep. And Michael Oliver, okay, and this is going back to Gunners R Us now,
Yeah.
is a ref that you can get into a conspiracy theory because the Man City owners paid him to go midweek to play in a league that the owners own, and they paid him very well.
Yeah.
Way more than you get paid for the Premier League. Last year, he was the guy who gave the FA Cup semi-final, screwed Chelsea out there at Man City game.
Yeah.
He's the one that Kovacic did 3 red cards in a row and didn't do anything against Arsenal. He gave another goal to City. Basically, it's scary how worryingly bad the decisions are.
Yeah.
This game generally was officiated like a Premier League game, and it's the only game that's had 1 million stoppages.
Yeah.
Constant. VAR took slightly longer. Everything was just a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious that it's the one game that the English ref was involved with. And then Rodri, I don't know if you've seen it, playing for Spain, 3-0 up, the goalie makes a mistake.
Yeah.
The ball gets rolled across.
Oh, I have seen this.
He has an open goal to put it in.
Yes.
And Rodri clips the guy's ankle so he can't score an open goal.
Yeah.
He gives a penalty and a yellow card.
A yellow card?
Yep.
So, like, not... So
to
not...
the Man City player, he gave only a yellow card when the goal... He is 7 yards from goal, completely empty, about to roll it in, and he clips his ankle so he can't score. He yellow cards him, then they save the penalty.
Oh, my God.
So it was worth it. But the point of that is that you lose a man and you get a penalty.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're rewarding the situation because they got no goal. He's not suspended.
Yeah.
And if Rodri gets suspended, guess what? Like City, Spain struggle.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But that was the only, so far, particularly bad decision. And it was the ref that everyone thinks might be inadvertently by it. Because, again, I don't think he's actively trying.
No.
But, I mean, if someone keeps giving you a load of money, it's very hard. They're not saying anything to you. They're just paying you loads.
Yeah.
It's very hard to then give them anything that's nasty.
Yeah.
Because you quite like the guy who gives you a load of money. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's like they've said, give us all the good decision. Even in the Euros, if it's our players.
Yeah.
Definitely not. But there has to be something. If a mate of mine keeps giving me 50 grand in a birthday card every year, I'll take time to go see him.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice.
Yeah, I'll make sure, even if I don't quite like him,
a gift or something.
I might go see him a couple of times.
Help him out.
It's just human nature. But it's been interesting. I think the PGMOL will definitely have to have a hard look at themselves because the VAR is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
The speed, the correctness of the decision, it shows you. Because when you watch Champions League, it's perfect. When you watch La Liga, it's fine.
Yeah.
When you watch the French League, it's fine. German League, it's fine. When you watch the Premier League, you can't get through a game week without trying to tear your hair up because you don't understand why stuff's happening.
Yeah.
And they honestly, this is why I want to implement having multiple nationalities. I think the Premier League should have 5 British refs at a weekend, 2 Spanish, 1 French, and 2 German, for example. And the German League should have 5 German, 2 British, 2 Spanish.
Do it like the Champions League. Just rotate them around the world.
Yeah. And the teams as well. It can't just be the refs. Because the refs are poor. But the whole team around the governing body of RVAR, GMOL, is bad.
Yeah.
They have no clue what's going on. They put out apologies every single week.
Yeah.
They are not progressing to a point where a team actively wrote in to say, can we get rid of the whole thing?
Yeah.
And I mean, Wolves, and then they did the vote. 19 teams said keep it. And Wolves, I assume it's Wolves, said get rid of it. But then Wolves must watch this Euros sitting and going, if it was like this, we wouldn't have a problem. Yeah. And yeah, it's infuriating if you're a fan that goes to the games, spends money. We all spend money if you're watching the game. Yeah. Because you're paying for Skies and you need 9 different networks now to kind of watch every game. Yeah. So the whole premise of the whole thing has just been ridiculous. But so far, enjoyed the tournament. I think it's been really high level as far as there's been 1 million goals. Really good football. Every game's been good.
Yeah. The standards are high.
The standards are high, yeah. So I'm enjoying the tournament. The last little bit I wanted to do was there was something we talked about just before, which was Arsenal and transfer news and these kind of things. Yeah. We were linked with, I don't know if this time last week we were talking about Sesko. Yeah. I think we just mentioned he had re-signed for Leipzig. Yeah. We've now seen Sesko. And my God, is he fun. The shot he has is unreal. His build-up play is good, but you can definitely see why the people closest to him have told him, stay here for at least another year. He's very raw.
Haaland style.
Yeah, and he needs that extra year to just guarantee he's as good as he is, and he looks real good. Yeah. Like, wherever he ends up post this next season, I can't see him not being the next scary player.
Plus, he's helping out his club as well. The club that's put him on the map. By staying, they're going to get more money long term. So. Yeah. Respect.
And it's been interesting. There was the Turkish left back yesterday was a guy we've been very interested with. We saw Vlahovic obviously the other night. Yeah. We saw Sesko. Yeah. A lot of players that we're linked with, we've got eyes on now. Yeah. And obviously, typical Euros, you kind of start thinking, which one of these players could we get? You know, who's the star? And I don't think there necessarily is, because I think what we're looking for might not necessarily be available. Yeah. Because it seems we're more concentrating on the midfielder type and we might go kind of random for a winger. Yeah. The Onana is the one that's being talked about. I think James from Gunner Blog...
Andre Onana for Belgium.
Yeah. Amadou Onana, if you haven't seen the clip where he goes full Luther and basically calls a guy out for calling him Andre Onana.
Mate, that's not even my real name.
Yeah, rightly so. He goes from talking French, like Belgian French, into just full Londoner. So watched him. He wasn't great. Yeah. James from Gunner Blog, who has a lot of kind of intel, I think he hasn't said it's 100%, but he feels very confident we're not in for him. Okay. But again, it feels like we're getting very heavily linked to players, and then instantly it's kind of being changed to just not happening at all.
Well, at least we're getting answers, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So that's something to kind of going to go around in a minute. It's just transfer news. We're getting linked with players. We're then getting unlinked. We got linked with Gordon this week. The Rashford stuff still not going away. There's a lot of kind of direct wingers being talked about. Yeah. And Elise, by the way, might be going to Chelsea. Yep. A right-sided winger that could compete with Saka. That feels like it's right there.
That's what we need.
Premier League proven as well, which is what they kind of Edu and Arteta really like. Yeah. I don't know why we went in for him, but for whatever reason, the Tony stuff, it turns out that they met with him and they just didn't like him. There's a lot going on. I don't know what's going to happen directly. Like I said, June 30th. Yep. I think you start seeing stuff. I'm sure they've made the David Raya video of him joining. They're just waiting to release it. Good. In the paperwork, I'm sure. It looks like that stuff's all kind of ready to go. We got linked with Lupin. Yep. Who made 2 big mistakes for Ukraine this week. But I don't. I think we're definitely buying Raya.
Yeah.
It's just whether we're buying someone to compete with him. Like, is Raya now Ramsdale? And he's like, oh my god, I've signed, but now they've brought in.
I'm part of the revolving door.
Courtois. He's like, oh, brilliant. Yeah, we don't know, but I think Raya will be our first choice next year.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that's paper talk. But I think that transfer video has probably already been made, ready for socials. It's just waiting for the right day for the paperwork to go through. But that'll be the first signing of the summer, I'm sure. But hey, that's it. I think as far as transfer news, I don't think there's much more going on quite yet, especially when there's a European Championship going on. I think you kind of almost got to wait for players to go home to sort these deals.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a bit busy at the moment.
But no, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Today we're going back around game week 2.
Yep.
I think by next Wednesday we're already in, because I think Sunday is the first time it's like, because I think Friday's the last day where there's a 2:00.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a 2:00 at the weekend.
No.
So we're done with 2:00 after Friday.
Yep.
So it's just 5 and 8. And I think Sunday is the first, it's Germany-Scotland group.
Okay.
Where they all play at the same time.
Oh, okay. Just decide, yeah.
I think England are on Tuesday.
Yes,
maybe?
I'll be here for that.
Cool. And then, so by the time we are next in, the group stage will be finished.
Yeah.
And we'll know exactly where at least 4 groups are.
Yeah.
And we might know what day we're playing on as far as knockouts. And who we might play. We might even know that.
Yeah.
But who knows? Either way, keep an eye out. Listen to the podcast, iTunes, Spotify, 5-star review, let your friends know. Go to TikTok, Gunners R Us Podcast. We post 2 times a day, sometimes 3. And give all those videos a like. We're going live every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. We've recorded this. It's 4 minutes to 10 right now.
Wow.
So we're going straight into a live after this.
Heck yeah.
So be there or be squared. Is that a thing that people still say?
Yeah, why not?
All right. Well, we'll see you next week on Positively England.
Bye. Shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring. We recently became a brand ambassador for them. SeatGeek is a ticket app that takes confusion out of buying tickets. They have a 0 to 10 score on each ticket to know if you're getting a good or bad deal. Green is good, red is bad. Plus, our listeners get $20 off their first ticket purchase with our code TBAWRESTLING. Click the link in the description to download the app. Remember code TBAWRESTLING. Thanks again to SeatGeek.